Hello, YouTube. It's the Arctic Piper here again. So, I'm out here enjoying a nice pipe before I go off to work. For some housekeeping, I am smoking my Peterson Dognall Rocky. And in it, some Penzance. Now, I got the Penzance from the Beam Piper. I participated in his 100 subscriber giveaway. And all of you who watched it know that all participants got a little sampling of Penzance and a bag of his personal roasted coffee, his Numa line of coffee, which says on the bag it's a medium to dark roast with a chocolate and fruity notes to it with a fine finish or clean finish. So a bag of that and a sampling of the Penzance, which I happily rubbed out and put into my pipe here to smoke for y'all. I have to say, oh, I'm also drinking some coffee here. Not the Numa coffee. I haven't quite got to that yet. I'm still finishing off a bag of the coffee I've been working on, and if you want to know more about that coffee, see I think 2 videos ago where I did the VR to Bean Piper. Then you can know it's the Silverhook coffee. It's a Alaskan roaster here that sources all organic coffee beans. But I had to finish off that bag before I moved on to the Bean Piper's coffee, which I can't wait to drink. But this is another Friday video, and I am all finished with the semester for my spring semester. All finished. So, what does that mean? That means there's a trash truck right over there that's interrupting my video. No. That means I'm on summer break. But summer break isn't really a break. It's a break from school, but I was a part-time dishwasher at a local brewery here. Just on the weekends, but now that I'm off for the semester, I'm working full-time now as a dishwasher over there. Making the money over the summer. The truck's finally leaving, so it should be good. So that's what I've been up to. All finished with the semester, done with all my finals. I haven't got my grades back yet, but hopefully I get those back soon. But it's been gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's been sunny and warm. The snow has been melting away really quickly, and it's still early May. And the Penzance pairs very well with black coffee. So, Bean Piper, if you're watching this, you definitely know what's up. Coffee and tobacco pairings. The Penzance really does match well. I haven't, again, I haven't tried your coffee yet, but I think I have about, I don't know, a couple more times. The bag that I'm currently working on is about like yay much full of beans. So I'll probably make like 6 to 8 cups of coffee more. And then I'll move over to your coffee. I was also shopping at Costco recently, and they're having this amazing sale. And they're having this amazing sale on the Kirkland Canadian whiskey. Which I believe is, I can't remember how big, it's like this humongous bottle. But it costed me like $19 for this, you know, big thing of whiskey. And the Kirkland brand whiskeys or vodka, or basically any of their booze, is pretty good quality. I've always been satisfied with everything I got at Costco. And for a good cost. And for a big bottle of whiskey, I haven't tried it yet. Maybe my next video might be a review on the whiskey. Because I love Canadians. I love Canadian whiskeys. I love Scotch. I love Irish whiskeys. I like bourbons too, but not as well. Ilises. Brandy. But I like Canadian whiskeys, rye. Mostly because I think it's it's like an underlooked whiskey. That's not the right word for it. It's a kind of a forgotten whiskey. A lot of people drink bourbons or Scotch or Irish, but not a lot of people drink Canadian whiskeys. I guess they're just not as popular. But I really like them. I think they're a little more smooth, as long as you get good quality Canadian whiskeys. I think someone's like cutting down trees over there or something. I'm gonna apologize for that. Anyways, this big bottle of whiskey, $19. It was actually $18.99. And for the high alcohol tax that we have here in Alaska, that's a good deal. So, again, I haven't tried it yet. I assume it's going to be pretty good from all the other whiskeys that drank the Kirkland Highland Scotch, which is absolutely fantastic. I usually drink that in the wintertime. I don't tend to smoke my pipe when I drink whiskey. I know a lot of people do that. That's like probably one of the most common things to do when pipe smoking, but I feel that's a little too much on the system for me. So usually I don't drink alcoholic drinks when I smoke a pipe. It's like too much for my mouth to handle. And I'm no doctor, but I think it's supposed to be better for you if you don't mix alcohol and tobacco together. I'm not saying that, you know, of course alcohol and tobacco are not very good for you in the first place, but you gotta enjoy something, you know. Life would be boring otherwise. So, my next video, it might be a whiskey review. I don't do a lot of tobacco reviews because I feel that there's a lot of people out there in the YTPC that have been smoking many different varieties of blends for a good long period of time and they know what they're talking about. If I started really reviewing blends, I would be completely honest and say I wouldn't know what I was talking about. I wouldn't be able to articulate all the flavors that are happening. So I'm just here as I'm not a pipe connoisseur to any means. I just really enjoy the hobby. And we have plenty of people who do that anyway, so. It smokes really well, you see that? Very smooth. It almost has a coffee grind undertone. But what do I know? Maybe just because I'm drinking coffee. So here's my, I guess, okay, I will try explaining the Penzance flake. And it will be awful. I get almost kind of like a beef jerkiness, like you do with a lot of these kind of blends. It's not your typical, I think it's supposed to be an English blend. It's definitely very low in Latakia. I don't think it's an English blend. I'm actually not really sure what blend it is. I'll have to go and check. I got a phone right here. See, that's how bad I am. This is why I don't do tobacco reviews. It's Esoterica blend. Tobacco reviews. Latakia, Oriental, Turkish, and Virginia. The finest. Okay, so here's what Tobacco Review says: a wonderful, complex, secret recipe of the finest Virginias, choice Turkish and Orientals, and Syrian Latakia, all hand blended together for hard pressed, broad cut into a thick flakes. Long matured and easily crumbled. It is easily to crumble. Like, I just rubbed it out in my hand and made this like really nice kind of fine cut bits that I had like on a paper towel, and I loaded my pipe. It loaded really easily, and it smokes well. Crumble to facilitate pipe filling. Yeah, definitely they're correct there. It's an Esoterica blend, Orientals, Latakia. So it sounds kind of like English blend, but does not taste like an English blend. Yeah, finest English. It's supposed to be like an English flake, but it's very low in Latakia, where I don't hardly taste it at all, mainly because the English I mostly smoke is Seward's Folly, which is a local blended English blend at my brick and mortar GMP Fine Tobaccos, which comes in a cake form, and that is really heavy in Latakia, so maybe that kind of skewed my palate a bit for what I know what English blends should be. But it's a very light, enjoyable English blend. Definitely an all-day smoke, if that's what you prefer. Very flavorful, mild. Rated well. A lot of 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. A couple 3 stars, 4 stars. So a lot of people love it, including me. Would I smoke it again? Of course. The strength is a medium. I would say maybe medium to low. Flavoring, none detected. So this is all from tobaccoreviews.com. I don't know what they mean by flavoring. I think it's flavorful. If they're just talking about maybe like toppings, you know, like an aromatic or something, that they like consider flavoring, but I think it's a full flavor. I mean, the flavors definitely come through for like that earthy tobacco-y kind of taste that you would want in a blend like this. Taste medium to full. Okay, there we go. Room note is tolerable. That is funny. Okay. That sounds kind of bad. Like, I would have to disagree with tolerable. I think it's pretty pleasant. Maybe not pleasant for someone who would be like a non-smoker, but it's I think it's kind of not florally, but fresh. I don't know. It's a fresh smell. Rated really well. But so I guess it is supposed to be an English blend, but I would kind of put it somewhere between English blend and maybe like an English flake or a Navy flake. It's kind of similar to a Navy flake without the rum coating. Like, it kind of reminds me of the Samuel Galwith Navy flake, which I really like. Very reminiscent of that. It pairs well with coffee. So my take on it, definitely try it. Thank you, Bean Piper, for sending me a little sample. It's definitely something that I would go out and purchase myself. It just gets better and better the longer I smoke it. I'm like halfway through the bowl right now. It's kind of a little bowl.